Peter Obi was a blatant liar in that regard.
In all this borrowing, there is no physical representation of all this borrowing anywhere in Nigeria.
So, Kingsley, where is our money?
Let me tell us.
Like, recently now, about 4 days ago, President Bola just approved, I think, a 3 billion naira for Eastern Railway Network. I think, is it 3 billion or $2 billion?
You tell us.
I think it's about 3 billion United States dollars.
That he borrowed.
Yes, it's among the borrowings to, like, build a railway across the 5 states in Southeast. So it's justifiable to say where those borrowings are going, yes. And even recently, I hear every month, you hear federal government, states, and local government share about 3.5
They are sharing what we generated, not the borrowing.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's almost the same thing.
It's
because
not the same
because the money we generated that would have used to borrow, we're rather giving it to the federal government, to the states, and the money we might likely borrow, we're using it to service the debts. So it's neither here nor there.
Okay, you are proud to say you borrowed to service debt. Isn't that disastrous?
That's the situation Nigeria has found herself, and there is nothing she can do.
So what is the hope you said you are bringing here?
The hope is there are policies President Bola has already initiated that Nigerians must. That's why when Peter Obi was saying he needs only 4 years, we said, is it even possible to treat Nigeria's problem in the next 12 years? 4 years is not enough to tackle Nigeria's problem. So it's obvious that Peter Obi was a blatant liar in that regard. Okay. So, yes, so most of the policies Mr. President has initiated, it will take about 6 or 4 years before they are feasible. So Nigerians must be steadfast in their patience. Yes.
Before I bring in Barrister, can you tell us the economic policy of Bola Tinubu? Just 3.
Prince Afam.
Is not one of them.
You don't actually expect me to answer that question, please.
It's your party man. Assuming we don't know, you tell her, because I've always said that there is no non-economic plan for you to say that we should be patient. If a patient is in the hospital and doctor will say he has 1 month to stay, but at least in the coming days you should see some improvement based on the medication, based on the attention. So, and we'll be able to project that if this guy is already responding to treatment, if he continues to stay 1 month, it's going to be fine. So what is the economic blueprint? It is like a template for us to be able to predict the direction of this government. What is the direction of APC Bola Tinubu-led government? 3 policies of this administration. We'll get back to you with that since you don't have the answer at the moment. Barrister Obabi, back to you. You have some reservation with regards to his submission.
Yes, I do. Anytime we are on air, as you can imagine from my submissions, you find out that we're always very careful in choosing our words.
Very important.
Because politicians could be very maverick, and they have their followers all over the country. Presently in Nigeria, if there is a politician that is standing very tall among the populace, it is Mr. Peter Obi, our mentor.
He called him a blatant liar.
He called him on air a blatant liar. And I know he does not have proof to that. So I would urge my friend who is representing his party here to please kindly mind his words.
Please withdraw that statement, sir. Kingsley.
Prince Alpha, let's be sincere, there is nothing dubious about the statement. Because
you said he's a blatant liar.
Prince Alpha, we all know how the office of the presidency intoxicated. We have done out and promised to go for years.
Have you seen Peter Obi intoxicated in office for you to be able to deduce that generalization?
Well, it's not. Well, to save time, I take back my statement. But we know we are aware of what he wants to do. Yes.
Thank you for taking it, Barrister. Go ahead.
Now, before Mr. Peter Obi came to power in Anambra State, all of us are witnesses of the politics in Anambra. I remember the local government zero allocation policy under Mbadinuchu, where those of them at the 10th tier of government could not access salaries. They were not paid for years. And anytime they approach the government, they say zero allocation, without Anambrarians knowing that it was some politicians that shared the money behind the scene. It took Nkike and by extension Mr. Peter Obi to let Anambrarians know we have too much fund coming into your state. And when Mr. Peter Obi came to power, he embarked on massive infrastructure development, like road infrastructure.
Where and where?
In Nnewi, we cannot exhaust the roads he built in Nnewi.
Name some.
We cannot exhaust the ones he built in Oka.
Name the ones in Nnewi. At least we live here.
If we have to name, for instance, the road that led from roundabout to CPS, to Okpo, this one that the governor had just trying to uplift further. It was Mr. Peter Obi. Yes, he did not dualize it, but he made it moderable. The road that led from roundabout also through Nobi to Oka to Agolo, Mr. Peter Obi made it motorable. The road that led from Oba Junction, which the federal government has taken over now, Peter Obi made it motorable. I can't exhaust all the roads that he built in Nnewi political zone. And he did the same thing in Onitsha. All of you are aware.
Do you have any legacy projects, Peter Obi? Mr.
Peter Obi has so many, under his Anambra integrated development strategy. Yes, strategy. He has legacies in the educational sector, has legacies in the hospital management sector.
What does he do in education and hospital?
Educational sectors, for instance, I remember before now, public schools were in comatose. Most of us parents were taking away our children from public schools to private schools until Mr. Peter Obi came to power. And it was evident that Anambrarian schools were coming top under Mr. Peter Obi throughout the federation in all examination contests, because Mr. Peter Obi uplifted the educational sector, made sure that almost every school was having a vehicle. I remember Anis vehicles, those Hummer buses. Almost all schools in Anambra was having it. The same thing with computer sections. All the children were given computer education and they had their labs. You cannot exhaust what Mr. Peter Obi did. And that's why he has been asking Anambrarians, look, if you want to transform Nigeria, the only way to transform Nigeria is not too much wealth. It is probity. It is integrity.
Well, Soludo said he only succeeded in bringing more beer in Anambra State.
And also,
let us leave politics. Let us educate Anambrarians on the reason why Mr. Peter Obi is seeking for the leadership of Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So, but you trust the 4 years tenure he proposed?
The 4 years tenure.
I mean, at the 4 years, at the first time, only one tenure.
Mr. Peter Obi can transform Nigeria within 365 days. What is needed in this country is honesty, truth, integrity. Do you know how much we have in this country that is filtered away? Mr. Peter Obi will close the loopholes. Do you know how much we generate through an APC? Nobody knows it. But when Mr. Peter Obi comes to power, if Nigerians agree with me, I will tell you that he will put the record straight. He was the first to go on newspaper pages, publishing the revenues accruing to Anambra State every month. He was doing it. This is a governor for 8 years, for God's sake. But he could not charter a private flight to Katsina State. He said, look, the reason why I could not attend the burial of our late president was because APC sent invitations to those of them that they believed they should invite, and they chartered flight for them. So there was no flight by Federal Airports Authority that could carry anybody that desired to go to Katsina. So, and we know the nature of the roads. And this is a former governor, which means, but most governors go to weekend now. He will just call private jet, they will carry him. But Mr. Peter Obi said, I do not have such resources. If Mr. Peter Obi is not clean financially, I want to tell you that this corrupt APC government would have put him before the world as a corrupt man. But they have tried everywhere. They found out that Mr. Peter Obi is highly incorruptible. And that's why those of them that doesn't want Nigeria to stand up do not agree with him. Because they know that when he comes to power, he will close the loopholes through which they conspire and steal Nigeria black.